Oh, and I'm gonna start my video because it wasn't started.
Welcome.
Howdy, how are you?
Good. I will say you have the best backdrop for this.
Oh, thank you. This is just my wall of dead flowers that I will be adding to very soon. I don't know how to do like a cool, like good Zoom background. Like yours is great. You've got plants, books, this is you're maybe a little bit of a caretaker. You have a brain that thinks about things. This is what I'm seeing about your background.
This is all Maddie's doing. This is Maddie's trees. This is Maddie's. I do none of this. I just sit in front of it. But
Amazing.
I do like that you said that you were going to get more dead flowers soon. It sounds like you have like a flower hit list a little
Oh
bit.
yeah, I'm gonna get all those fucking tulips. All those chrysanthemums. They're on my fucking list. I don't know. The Tony Soprano thing came out very quickly.
All right. So you have two options for discussion tonight.
hmm
Um
I'm kind of leaning towards one,
okay.
but whichever one you're feeling.
What are you leaning towards?
I'm leaning towards NBA Top Shot
Okay.
because I feel like we could talk about Newton Arvin anytime. And I know you've scheduled yourself a pee break at 7:45, but if that comes premature, you let me know and you can just hop off and that's okay.
Okay. That's the pee break really depends on if people sign up for the later show, which no one
hmm
did. So we can go. Let's just go. I'm glad about NBA Top Shot because I'm very curious about that as I know
Okay,
nothing
great.
about sports.
Amazing. I can be your sports correspondent if you want me to.
Oh,
I can just come with a
please.
different sport topic every week. I think,
I would love
queer
if you
people, gay
can.
people, we love to hate on sports, but the majority of my like young adult life was spent playing sports and following sports and talking about sports. And then this like little sliver of my like queer coming of age self narrative was like, I can't give it to sports. Sports are dumb. And now I'm like, oh no, sport. I fucking love sports. I love certain parts of sports and doing sports. So I have a sports
Yeah.
topic today then, if you're
Let's do
interested in
it.
it. Okay.
Yes.
NBA Top Shot. Have you heard of this? Do you know what this is? Have you seen this on the internet? Because
Zero.
you're fairly online, but this might be a part of your onlineness that has sort of whizzed past you. So the NBA Players Association and this company called Dapper Labs collaborated to create an online crypto collectible marketplace of videos that are moments from NBA games that you can collect and sell for real money. So it's kind of like a cryptocurrency or like the crypto collectible market is something that's like starting to blow up. You'll
Crypto
see your like
collectible.
yeah, so there's all these like famous modern artists who are like, should I turn my painting into a piece of art that you guys can collect in a digital space that's like a part of the blockchain that like you own? So in now like all these famous artists like Damien Hirst, like you can buy a photo of a Damien Hirst piece that's like one of 50 that's like on the blockchain that you can like prove I own this one photo of this one piece by Damien Hirst and it's like $25,000.
What the fuck?
So, but the story
Okay.
here is that the NBA is now in collaboration with the Players Union is creating this online crypto collectible marketplace where you can like so for example like 2 weeks ago video of Zion Williamson who's this like a basketball player from the New Orleans Pelicans, a video of him blocking a shot and like talking shit into the camera sold for $100,000 on this marketplace. And there's currently like videos of players that are like selling for like $10,000, $15,000, $20,000.
What? But okay, so but are you you can't get them anywhere else? Question?
So you could watch this video of Zion Williamson blocking this shot or whatever on like YouTube or somewhere else, but you own the definitive version of this NBA moment. So all these videos are broken down into moments, and the moments are what you're collecting. So it's like an important pass or an important shot or an important like game-winning moment or whatever. But what's interesting about this is done in collaboration with the players union. So the players union that like pays out, for like player injuries, it's a part of their like bargaining agreement. Players who only play in the league for 1 or 2 years who don't make $1 billion, they get like retirement packages and healthcare through the players union. They get a cut of everything on the secondary market. So this is like another income revenue stream for like all of these players who might not have been like getting a bunch of money from the players union in the first place. So it's like a weird collective like worker NBA employee thing too.
This is crazy. So but like thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yeah, and the kicker to this whole story is that, NBA Top Shot, it happens like a bunch of people go into this marketplace, they start buying these little clipped video moments of their favorite players, and ESPN Daily, which is like ESPN's like daily podcast, did a story about it, and to date, prior to ESPN Daily doing a story about NBA Top Shot, they did like $115 million worth of sales on the network or on this like marketplace. NBA or ESPN Daily does a story about it, and now they've done like almost $300 million in sales in the marketplace. So it just keeps getting like bumps from all these like media, and I suspect this is like, I'm not giving anybody financial advice or anything, and I don't know anything about anything. I'm not like an intelligent person, but I would suspect this isn't into like Bitcoin territory, because they haven't even released like Michael Jordan moments or like vintage like NBA shit. It's just been like recent NBA moments.
So it could just get like way more expensive.
Or it could totally tank. I mean, it's like who knows? Like who knows how any of that shit works and how like markets react to shit like that.
Is it tradable?
Yes. So you can buy a moment and then list it for more on the secondary market.
Oh my god.
Or you can buy a mystery pack for like $10. You can buy a mystery pack and you open this mystery pack and like 5 moments will be in this $9, $10 mystery pack, and one of those moments could be worth, $15,000, and all the other moments could just be trash to add to your collection.
This is just Gaia Online. Do you remember Gaia Online? This is just Neopets.
Okay, so the Dapper Labs, who helped create NBA Top Shot, the first thing that they did was CryptoKitties, if you remember that.
I don't. What's
Ethereum is like one of these like cryptocurrencies, and Ethereum, like a fun thing you could do on the side with your Ethereum is purchase these like little stickers that were cats, and then each one of these cats started skyrocketing in value because Ethereum's price started changing. So there were like CryptoKitties that sold for like $25,000, and it's literally just like a 30 pixel by 30 pixel image of like a fake funny cat. So the same company who made this is making NBA Top Shot, and I'm over here like signing up for their newsletters and being like, "Yo, I'm about to buy one of their latest drops." Also, here's my cat.
Hello, a real CryptoKitty.
A real CryptoKitty. Questions.
It's so fake / real economies, right? Okay, so who is it who has $100,000 to buy a clip online? Who's that?
So that person is like an unnamed source in this like ESPN Daily story. You could look at the blockchain ledger and see what wallet purchased it at what point. But this person like self-identified as somebody who was one of the first players to like play and then to start an online daily fantasy company. So like he was one of like the initial investors in like I set up a football team the day a game plays, and then I get points and I win money from that. And he was a part of those weird like early apps. So I don't know. It's disturbing. It's fascinating. It's hilarious. It's terrifying.
So how do we do this? Because this sounds we should do something like this.
Well, okay, so the whole reason why I bring this up, and this is on my little note to myself, is now you should segment learning with Liz into collectible crypto moments and create a blockchain marketplace for your show. So then viewers of the show and subscribers to your Twitch stream can then trade their favorite moments amongst each other. And perhaps this will be the most valuable moment or the least valuable moment ever. We'll have to let the market decide that one.
Yeah. That's so interesting. Cuz like okay, so I'm going to send you something because there's a site called Gaia Online that was a site for anime nerds in like when I was in middle school, and there was an incredible economic crash as part of this like fake miniature economy because people would just it was the same sort of thing where like oh you can gamble to get a good thing, you
Mm,
know, and then those things are worth incredible amounts of money, and because there's no market regulation at all, it's like oh well now this clip that I bought for $9 I'm going to sell for $2 million, and now it's impossible for anyone to get this unless you're like extraordinarily rich in real life.
hmm
So that I'm so fascinated by this. Do you own any cryptocurrency? Should I
Do
buy? You
do I
own?
own cryptocurrency?
Yeah.
Yes, unfortunately, I do. So, uh, I I bought a few cryptos and and it's just like a fun thing essentially. I have like a very small amount of money and I just like check my app every day and I'm like, "Oh, this went up 50 cents. This went down $3 yesterday for no goddamn reason and now it's up $10 for no apparent reason." And in my brain I like to add zeros to everything and then just pretend I'm like super rich and I'm like making a bunch of money, and that's really fun, but yeah, I own a very small amount of cryptocurrency. I recommend researching one and then buy like $50 of it and then just have fun. And it's
I
also kind of like playing the lottery too, because it might blow up and
yeah.
then you have a million billion dollars. Or not, or you just like look at it on an app every day. Who knows?
I feel like everything is really being distilled into this lottery gambling like we're all just chasing the high of pretending that something good is going to happen.
Well, yeah, and I mean, this is all we can talk about GameStop again because GameStop was up like 189 earlier this week. I was like, another short squeeze? Are we doing this again, dude? For real? And apparently, there's a dude who lives in South Shore, Massachusetts, who made like more than $15 million on both of the short squeezes. So we
That's
have
incredible.
shout out to Massachusetts.
Yeah. Home, you know, a mass hole should, and a mass
Hmm.
hole would, and a mass hole has. Is what my back tattoo says actually.
Oh, dope,
we
dope.
could do like the queer, we could get a bunch of tattoo artists to do like tattoos that you own the digital version of and no one else can have.
Ooh, like Digital
People
Flash from
yeah,
Tattooers.
people would go
Damn,
crazy and they
that's
don't do it
fucking
on
smart.
anyone. Yeah.
Interesting. I like the idea of clipping this show and turning it into tradable crypto moments,
Yeah, well,
in my opinion.
I will say to everyone in the chat that you should clip this show because I
Hmm.
don't rewatch episodes because I'm nervous, and there's some really funny moments. And if you clip, then I can post the funny moments and we can get more guests and viewers. And then
Love it.
soon we will have a blockchain system, and you
Question
can,
mark.
yeah,
And a
and
ledger. I'm still not like I'm not gonna act like I know exactly what the fuck any of that shit is personally.
someday we should just do a special episode where we just like sit and read out loud all of these terms and their definitions because
A
we're gonna
Wikipedia.
keep it's gonna keep coming up.
Hmm.
So what's your favorite moment in NBA history?
Uh, um, it's it's kind of like every single moment Dennis Rodman has ever gotten a rebound or like smacked Michael Jordan in the face. So there was like a time in Michael Jordan's early career when he like wasn't winning championships, and like because like the Bulls weren't even like making it to the point in which they could win a championship because they were being like railroaded by this team that was head by John Sally, who's like a very nice man who like talks on TV, and Dennis Rodman, and both of these dudes were like nasty motherfuckers who, prior to like all of these rules in the NBA being instituted on like what you could or couldn't do to somebody, they would just like smack people in the face or literally like get into fights every single game. Like there are games when Dennis Rodman just like punches someone in the face
That's
and he doesn't get like ejected at all. So there are like moments, and one of what I would consider like a moment that I would clip and say for myself is just like Dennis Rodman just like smacking Michael Jordan right in the face and him just like falling to the ground, because that's great.
yeah. All right. Final thoughts on NBA Top Shot.
From me, I mean, I
Yeah.
brought this to you because this feels like it's just outside of your zone where you are online, but very much in into the things that either like irritate you or fascinate you, from what I've been able to gather from your Twitter presence.
Yeah. Well, online is really just, I feel like online at this point is just, I sort of said this earlier, it's just like a hum at all times. And either it's a downer or an upper, you know? But it's never.
It's like a Brian Eno album just playing in the background. Sometimes it's like voices chanting, and other times it's like grating and intense, and
Yeah.
sometimes it's just nice touching of a drum with a distant guitar.
Yeah. But always at a level where you can barely hear it.
Oh, but it's there. Unfortunately.
All right. I'm cutting you off. Thank you so
Amazing.
much. This was great. Thank you. Cat's name?
His name is Aldy, Aldy.
Thank you, Aldi. Oh, incredible. Maddie says grocery cat. That's a beautiful cat. That's like a cat that looks like it could be in like Game of Thrones.
Yeah, he's got some like Miyazaki vibes because he's like big and fluffy and also like kind of like angry but wise, maybe. I don't know. He's got a lot going on for sure.
Beautiful. All right. Good night, John. Thank you
You
so
take
much.
care. Thank you for
Come
having me on.
on. Come on another time, please.
I will be here next week
Yeah.
with more sports information.
Bye.
Bye-bye.